Hello, welcome to the Real Dude Talk Show. Even after having a beautiful segment of the Healthy Dose, we are here today with a very interesting topic of discussion, which is dealing with addiction. With a friend that has been a victim of addiction and is now a brand called A Dream and Not Addiction. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
How is February treating us?
Just okay.
How
about you?
are the preparations for Valentine going?
Not really sure. Not really sure. Otherwise, the plans are ongoing.
All right, okay. So kindly introduce yourself to the viewers and tell us more about yourself.
Okay, my name's Bright Chani, and I'm an upcoming agriculture farmer and brand owner and CEO of Dreams Not Addictions.
Okay, Bright. What's behind the brand Dreams Not Addiction?
Okay, this is a brand that actually talks about addiction and all the effects of addictions. We as youths go through a lot, so I had to come up with this brand. As I am a victim of addiction, so I had to come up with this brand that actually teaches youths to follow their dreams instead of going into addiction.
Okay, the brand actually changes with addiction and takes a good deal of work. Bright, what is it that you became so addicted to? Others go with drugs, others go with sex, others go with different things. What was your addiction?
Oh, otherwise, my addiction was masturbation.
Okay.
This is something that I would never want to talk about, even with my friends, because I am alone. I'm mostly found alone.
Okay.
So it's a situation that has bothered me alone. Has bothered me a lot, whereby I'm always found alone, and I'm going through this kind of I have this kind of addiction, whereby it needs serious counseling. So this just prompted me to okay, let me just try out and try to do something and open up, so that I try to teach some people so that they do not go into addiction.
Okay, looking at your brand called Dreams Not Addiction, what makes a person to be so addictive?
I think one of the reasons is curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a situation whereby someone is actually eager and looking forward to try out something new that others are doing, not even realizing that something can bring out an effect to him or her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bright, through your experience of addiction, how have you managed to overcome? Have you healed from it, or you're still in the process of healing?
I think I'm 95% healed.
Okay.
But this healing from addiction actually takes the mind, the soul, and the body to work together in order for someone to overcome that addiction.
Okay.
Yeah. So it had to take me the same mind and soul to work together, because it takes up a person to just realize that, okay, I'm doing something wrong, and there's that time whereby you are supposed to tell yourself that I'm not supposed to do this, because this will bring about a very big effect if I continue to do that. So I just had to take it upon myself and try to go through counseling and try to tell myself that, okay, I'm not supposed to do this, and try to work on and on and on.
Okay. What are some of the things that you've done just to help yourself get out from the mindset, or maybe to just avoid your addictive experience?
I think I've tried to bring myself to meet up new people.
Okay.
Yeah, who can actually tell me about the wrongs of masturbation.
Okay.
And not trying to be alone most of the times. Was the reason why I had to do this most of the time is in a situation where I'm just alone and I have nothing to do. So something just clicks into my mind, okay, but you have nothing to do, just try and do this, then you satisfy yourself, then you sleep. You wake up and you go and play.
Quite interesting and very, very touching story here. Bright, they say addiction affects behavior and the brain, and it loses control over oneself. You are unable to control yourself. What was the main effect on your side? How did it affect? Were you able? How would I say? Were you able to get yourself into a relationship? Others just do things. So, okay, maybe I'm avoiding this addiction. Let me just get into a relationship and just try to mingle around with the ladies. How was your situation?
Okay, this situation was tough.
Okay.
Because masturbation is something that actually sex itself cannot satisfy.
Wow.
Because it's even deeper than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not very easy to overcome, because it's a situation whereby you just lose frequent use of it, whereby you just always want to do it. Because if you're starting, you'll be like, okay, let me just do it once, then I'll stop.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go on, it's something that will always come into your mind, okay, just continue doing it, and there is no way that someone can stop. not easily stopping until they just bring up something that you just talk to yourself and try to talk to people so that you know a way through of overcoming that addiction.
You've heard it, viewers, friends, and in case you are a victim of addiction, I would personally say you have to get yourself to the right people to talk to. And moreover, Zetu TV is here to just bring out a few people that are willing to open up. I think from my experience, I've been a victim of something that I wouldn't. Should I go ahead and say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I know family and friends would find this to be so strange. It's because we've not had time to talk to families. That's just something that has been happening in my life. I think I was addicted to smoking. Yeah, my lips look like this, but I've done the smoking before. Yeah, I've done it. So you know that thing whereby you're in the house, eh? You're in the house. I think, Bright, you can tell the story well. Because you're in the house and then people don't even know to say you're doing this. Yeah. You lock up yourself, and because of the loners, good ones, who are always in the house, who are always alone, we don't have friends. So what I used to do is maybe I'll buy, there's this Chelsea pack. I know smokers know this one. I would finish the whole pack of Chelsea in a day. Wow. Like in a day, I'm seated in my room, I'm doing all that. It only got, I feel at times it feels like it was too late for me to end the addiction. I only stopped smoking when I became pregnant. Oh. That was the only time I stopped smoking, because I would do the smoking over and over. My family knew the houses were all Christians, were this prayerful family, and would pray properly in the house. We're praying, you are there also. But once you're alone and things just hit you down, once things hit you down and just sit at your leg, especially in my relationships, and I don't take relationships lightly, they hit me up bad. So I would sit down and do my smoking like the whole day in the house, likely even sitting near the window so that everybody doesn't get the smoking. So really, addiction has its own side. How was family? Was the family available for you, Bright, or is it also a contributing factor that you're always alone, family is not paying much attention?
Yeah, because it's something that I always do when I'm actually alone. Even not because in my family they are all girls. I'm the only boy, so I have no one to talk to. Wow. So it's a situation where I just be alone in the room and start doing the stuff. After you satisfy yourself, then you sleep. Yes. You wake up, then you try out something new again. That's how it is.
It's quite a different story. Yeah. So after the healing process, did you find time to maybe talk to the family about it or what?
I think not actually the family, but the friends. Because most of the people that I'm meeting up now, they are a victim of this masturbation. Like a lot of people that I'm with even now. Right. Yeah, they're undergoing the same process. So I'm there to help them to pull up and try to overcome that addiction, because it's very bad to them and to their health.
Okay, yeah. So dreams not addiction. What works have you done so far?
Dreams not addiction is there just to sensitize youths, not only about masturbation, but every type of addiction. Because once someone goes into addiction, it's a situation whereby you lose that thinking capacity of you reaching out your dreams. Mm-hmm. So this dreams not addiction tells people that you're supposed to follow your dreams instead of your addictions.
Okay, what's your word out there to the people that are victims of addiction or people that are doing it even now? What's your word of advice?
I think the best one is to join some groups, because there are some groups that actually sensitize about addictions. Okay. So they can just find a group to settle down so that they can be taught about the effects and the bite of addictions, and not mostly staying alone, because that's what brings about to do something in most of the times. So if you are seated alone, you have no one to talk to, then it's actually bad. So the best thing that I can advise someone is to always seek medical attention to those people who have counselors, and who have also people who have actually been in those situations. So you can actually talk to them and ask them questions on how to overcome. At least they can tell you something so that you can make use of that.
Okay, you sound like a counselor now, out of experience, eh?
Thank you.
Thank you, Bright, for coming through to the show.
No, thanks for having me.
You've heard it, and I hope you've learned a lesson. Out of addiction, a lot comes in, and a lot is affected. So for those that are out there that are scared to speak to anybody, friends, family, by the way, I'm a counselor, certified counselor. You can always call me on my number or follow my Facebook page, Tammy Sakala, and don't forget to follow Zetu TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless. bless you. For me and the crew is bye-bye.